Hello everybody, it's Mrs. Houston. Today's learning target is I can solve systems of equations by reasoning with tables and by graphing. So the important part of today's lesson is more that you are able to show your work or explain your reasoning versus trying to finish all three questions and not having anything shown. Okay, so to help you understand what I mean about showing your work or explaining your reasoning, I'm going to kind of start you off on number one. So we have a dining hall, had a total of 25 tables, some long rectangular tables and some round ones. Long tables can seat 8 people, round tables can seat 6 people. On a busy evening, all 190 seats at the tables are occupied. How many long tables X and how many round tables Y are there? Okay, so the two things that we do not know are the number of long tables and the number of round tables. So as you start to think about this problem, what I did was I started with one of the constraints. I know that there's a total of 25 tables. Okay, and so I started to think about, well, what if I made it a table about tables? Yes, it's cheesy. So the long tables, I just said, okay, let's say we had one long table. Well, if I know there's a total of 25, that means we must have 24 round tables, right? And then I just started kind of listing the possible outcomes. If there was 1 in 24, if I had 2 long tables, I would have 23 round tables. If I had 3 long tables, I would have 22. All of these, the importance is the sum has to be 25. Okay, so 4, 21, and you can hopefully see there's a pattern happening. Okay, and then I ran out of room there, so let me continue. 6, 19. Now, you don't have to copy this work down. This is just me trying to show you some thinking. All right, so just try to follow along. Okay, and then 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry, I'm trying to make this go a little bit faster. 16, 15, 14, 13. And then I got to here and I was like, whew, okay, that's enough for now. And then it's going to kind of go and do all the opposite pairs. But I stopped right there and I said, well, this is almost half and half. So I'm going to start with that and just see what happens. Okay, so first I drew out 12 long tables. So I'm going to draw 12 rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do a second row. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and I kind of jumped a little bit there. The second constraint was that all 190 seats are occupied. Okay, so I'm trying to find out what combination of 25 tables will give me 190 seats. So I chose this one point and I'm going to kind of model that out. So now that I have all of these rectangles, I know that the rectangles can have 8 people. Okay, so I'm going to put an 8 in each rectangle to represent the 8 people. Okay, and now I need 13 round tables. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then one more makes 13. And I know that these can all sit 6 people, so I put a 6 in each of those. Okay. 6. So those are the tables, and now I have to figure out how many people is that all together. Well, I could add 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 12 times, but I'm going to try to use the shortcut. I'm going to do 8 times 12. Okay, and when I multiplied that out, I got 96. So I can fit a total of 96 people in the rectangular tables. Then I could do 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, or I could do 6 times 13, and I got 78 people. Okay, and then if I want to know how many people altogether, I added 96 plus 78, and that gave me a total of 174. Okay, so what I just found was a solution, or was not a solution. It's not the solution actually, because it doesn't work for both. It only makes one of the constraints true. It was 25 tables, but it is not 190 seats. I have not enough seats. So I'm going to have to adjust my thinking a little bit to try to get up to 190 seats. Okay, so I want you to try some thinking like that. I highly recommend using the whiteboards, use the calculators, and then you want to make sure that you record your thinking or reasoning on your paper. Have fun.